Well, welcome to 100% LCFC. My name's Phil, and this is a little impromptu lunchtime live because the big news is we have made a big signing. Welcome to Leicester. Get your views in, get your comments in. Perez is now officially a Leicester City player. We've seen the photos. The deal is done. We think it's around £30 million. Get your views in, get your comments in. Welcome Perez to Leicester. For me, I think it's a great signing. It's come completely out of the blue. I don't think we were talking about it at all on Monday night in the Fanzine show. Jordan Williams is saying it's a sexual signing. All right, Jordan, calm down, getting excited. Kevin Robinson saying finally a signing. Well, Kevin, we've got two signings in a week now because we've got James Justin and obviously Perez. James Harlow saying hola Perez. Have I said that right, James? Is that good enough? Clayton Neal saying welcome to Leicester. Martin Rose, hello, welcome. A good signing, says Dag Hoffman. Matthew Bond's watching. What do you reckon, Matthew? The news is we have signed Perez from Newcastle. I know a lot of the Newcastle fans have been saying, you know, good luck to him. They don't wish him any illness. They were obviously disappointed to see him go. But I think a lot of them, with Rafa going and then losing one of your best players this week, not a great week for Newcastle fans. Dipak is watching. Hi, Dipak. What do you reckon to the signing of Perez? I think every Leicester fan is pleased about it. I don't think anybody is thinking it's a bad signing. Chandu Dave is saying it's a good signing. He will help Vards a lot. Shane Lawson is saying it's... Let's get back. So many comments. Get your comments in. Shane is saying it's a great signing. Kevin is agreeing. Kevin Robinson saying great signing. £30 million nowadays is a bargain. It's certainly 30 million isn't the same 30 million today as it was maybe 3 years ago when we signed Slimani, but I believe Perez could well drop in to be our record signing for now until we sign Tielemans, of course. Sophie Johnson, thanks for watching. Sophie saying fantastic signing, over the moon. Just want Yuri now and the summer will be excellent, says Sophie. Get your views in, get your comments in. If you can like and share this video, that'd be great. Chris Butterley saying, I've now put money on. What have you put money on now, Chris? Top 6, top 4? Us signing Tielemans, FA Cup? What are you betting on? Or are you just betting on the tennis? Mark Langham is saying it's a brilliant signing. Tony Fish, hi Tony, thanks for watching, says, let's hope we see his salute regular. This week does a good celebration. Yeah, looking forward to that. Dave Felstead is saying it's a good signing. Kevin saying, heard Yuri will be confirmed by the end of the week. We are hearing, Kevin, that the Yuri Tielemans deal is going to happen, will happen, should happen, fingers crossed it's going to happen. That's the signing I think most of us want, although this Perez signing, I think, because it's come so much out of the blue, is a really exciting one. Chris is saying he's put money on Newcastle getting relegated. Yeah, trust me, if you're a Newcastle fan, not a good week for you. You've lost Rafa Benitez, you've lost Perez. Struggle, isn't it? Dipak is asking how much have we paid. Excellent signing. I think, Dipak, the honest answer is, with all these things there masked in all sorts of add-on clauses, who's paying who, signing ons, etc. We hear it's around the 30 million mark. We just don't know if it's our record as such. Obviously, I'm not too bothered because I want us to smash our record when we sign Yuri Tielemans over the next couple of days for €45 million, we're hearing, which is about £40 million. Matthew Bond saying... it's going great guns. It is this week, isn't it? What we need to do, we just need to keep Harry Maguire as well. It's been really nice. There's been very little talk of Chilwell going anywhere anymore, Maddison going anywhere. So it seems like it's all calmed down on that front. So some really good news on that. Alan Jones saying a very useful and versatile player. Excellent signing. Everybody's happy. If you think this is a great signing, give us a like. And that is me just searching for likes for the videos because it helps make them go viral a little bit. So Martin Rose says, is Nacho still here? Again, it's only going to put pressure on Nacho. We know Okazaki's gone. We know that Slimani is still a Leicester player. So, you know, we were chatting yesterday. I was talking to somebody and saying, we've got Vardy, we've now got Perez. Would Slimani and Nacho just be your bench players? Would that be... Are they good enough to sit on the bench? Would you just have Slimani and Nacho on the bench? I'd argue that's not that bad a bench. Because if Iheanacho can get back on his game from the bench, and if Slimani does, he always offers you a plan B. Slimani is a plan B player with his height and his going more direct. I wouldn't say that would be too bad if we kept Perez. Let us know your views on that. So many comments coming in. Tony Hurd is saying Brendan's plan A is Vardy and Perez. I agree. Bree Bertie Burton is watching. That's a great name, Bree Bertie Burton. And so's Ian Cave. Get your views in. Chris Butler is saying, I don't think we need to keep Maguire. Convici promised him he would let him go this season, so I think we need to let him go. I do think that if a bigger price, the £80 million mark, is met, Maguire will be let go and will go, because like Mark Langham says, Maguire wants to leave. I think if you read what Maguire is saying in the press, he's saying the right things about I'm happy at Leicester, etc. But generally, I think you can read between the lines that Maguire is looking for a move to Manchester, Man City, Man United. I can't blame him. He's a young lad. He's got ambitions, wants to play at one of the biggest clubs in Europe, in the world, at either Man City or Man United. Historically the biggest club in the world, or top three, Man United, or the new kids on the block, Man City. Either of them, none of us could blame Harry for wanting the move if he got it. Chris Guttridge is saying, suddenly Che Adams isn't a thought in any of our minds. That's a great point, Chris. On Monday, we did a live video quickly saying Che Adams just gone to Southampton for 16 million. Did we miss out or not? Doesn't feel like we did now, because we've got Perez, which I would say, again, you tell me, if you think Perez is a better, it's without a shadow of a doubt, Perez is a better signing than Che Adams. He's proven at Premier League level. 12 goals last season for Newcastle in what was a bang average Newcastle side, made better by Rafa Benitez. So Che Adams or Perez, I think by far we've got the better end of the deal. And that shows you where Leicester's at, I think. Southampton going in for Che Adams, Leicester signing Perez from Newcastle. A lot of Newcastle fans 6 days ago would have said with Rafa Benitez in charge, they're on the same sort of, they're going for the top half like Leicester are, top 6, top 8, a cup. They would think that. 4 or 5 days later, no Rafa and no Perez. I'm sure Newcastle fans will very much be, like Chris was saying, he's betting on Newcastle going down. Keep your views in, get your comments coming in. Hi to Paul Wilson, how are you? Chris Guttridge is saying Adams 15 mil, Ings 20 mil, Perez 30 mil. I know who I'd take. Yes, I would. Scott Ryan saying Nacho's going to have to wake up. I think he is. I think you're dead right there. Shane Lawler saying Yuri is back from holiday this weekend. Yeah, I actually think we'll be hearing about Tielemans. I think it could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. That's when I think it'll be. I think it will just be after he's come back from his break. Shane Lawler is saying Yuri will sign before Monday training. So again, thinking it's going to be quite quick. Leon is saying Yuri will sign Monday or Tuesday. Oh, we're all thinking he's going to sign. Really hope he does now. Let's hope that he does get in and get signed up. Scott Ryan saying more of a challenge for Vardy. Yeah, because I think Vardy does need that. He needs somebody to help him. He needs somebody to score. If Perez was to come in and score 12 plus goals for Leicester next season, and if Vardy can get 15 to 20 goals again, that's really going to increase our firepower. Because if it's one thing we didn't have last season, was any other players apart from Jamie Vardy really weighing in with a decent amount of goals. I don't think any other Leicester player got more than 10 goals last season. I don't think many other Leicester players got more than 5 goals last season, if I'm honest. There was a few spread around the team, but nobody else, nobody was coming in from midfield. Maddison didn't score 8, 9, 10, 11 goals, did he? He got a few, but not. And that's what we need. We need a secondary player getting into double figures. We probably need, if we want to push for the top 6, we need 3 players getting into the top in 10 plus goals. Scott saying, how will we play him in our squad? I think that's a great debate, Scott, because Perez can play as an attacking midfielder, certainly can play up more as a striker. It's going to be interesting to see where he does blend into the team, because if we get Tielemans, which we all hope we do, and you look at Maddison, Demarai Gray, Mark Albrighton, we've got some good attacking midfielders in the middle and out on the wings. So Perez, is he going to slot up the top? Are we going to play? A lot of you guys are better at formations than me. Is it going to be a 4-3-3? That would be exciting to have 3 up front. Would he play Vardy in the middle, Perez on one side and Tielemans on the other, maybe? Would you think that could be the way, with Maddison just behind them? Or would he have Tielemans behind? Would he have Maddison, Vardy and Perez with Tielemans behind those three? You know, could it be, what is it, a 4-1-4-1? There's so many combinations now. You guys get your views in, get your comments in on what you think Perez, where will he slot in? How would you play Perez? With Vardy? We'll want to see him. I'm sure Perez has come here to play first team football and not be a bench player. He's not come on 30 million from Newcastle to be a bench player at Leicester. He's come to play in the first team. Simon is saying, you say Maddison wasn't banging in the goals, but he was still adjusting to a high standard of football. I agree, Simon. I'm not for a second having a go at Maddison last season. That was his bedding in season. But I'm just saying, as a club, Leicester need more than one player. Vardy weighed in with his 18 goals last season, or whatever it was in the Premier League. We need other players getting 10 plus goals if we want to push on. You've got to remember, we didn't finish in the top 6. We didn't finish 7th last season. If we want to break into that, finishing 7th would be a start. But if we really want to get to that top 6, you need secondary players from midfield, from the wings, getting 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 goals. That's what I'm talking about, Simon. Not for a second having a go with Maddison, because I think next season he is only going to be better. Chris Handy saying, I'm optimistic. Just keep hold of our stars, and I see great things happening. If we keep hold of every player last season, and we've added into the squad Tielemans, fingers crossed. If we add in Perez, we already have. James Justin, good squad player, could break into the first team. Chowdhury starting to come good as well last season. This could be one of the best seasons we're going into next season. Gray Richardson saying, great signing. Vardy and Perez, dangerous combo. Just need the Tielemans signing out. Yep, we're all saying that. How would you play them together? That's a question back. Alan Whiteman's watching. Hi, Alan. Thanks for joining us. If you've just joined and not heard the news, Perez has officially signed for Leicester. We talked about it yesterday. We said it was happening from what we heard. £30 million we're hearing. Maybe that's not immediately. Maybe that's with add-ons. Is he going to be our record signing? Claire Rowe, thanks Claire for your comments, saying, I like this signing. He was doing very well at Newcastle United. He was, and he was very much respected by the Newcastle fans. Tom's watching. Hi Tom Hogan, how are you? Hope you had a good holiday last week, back to work this week. Matthew Bond saying front three would be exciting. Yes Matthew, I agree. How would you play that front three? Who would be in it? Vardy, Perez, Maddison, Vardy, Perez, Tielemans, Vardy, Meret. What am I saying? Perez. Come on. How many times are we going to do that one? Vardy, Perez, maybe Albrighton. Again, Albrighton's still my first name on my team sheet when I'm trying to pick the team. Always have Mark Albrighton in it. Alan says he's good. Good, Alan. I'm glad you're doing well. Kerry Rambridge says, hi there. Really pleased with the signing. James, Justin and Perez, hoping that it's Tielemans next. That's the hat-trick we need this week, isn't it, Kerry? We need the third signing, Tielemans. We think it might be Sunday, Monday that it's announced. But fingers crossed, you never know in this game, do you? Simon Hoggard is saying, I've got a feeling Perez will play on the right wing and cut inside. Yes, that in a front three, Simon, maybe. Maybe in a front three. Maybe, I can't see Leicester playing front two, if I'm honest. Or maybe it's still a Vardy up front with the three behind them. Maybe the three behind them would be... Yeah. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? I mean, it's a great problem to have when you've got exciting players who like to attack and you want to know where to put them. Dave Tompkins, hello. Thanks for watching, Dave. Please like and share the video. Dave, get your comments in. We want to hear this. What your views are on Perez that we've signed for. We think £30 million. Paul Spilling is saying, so excited to see him playing. Tielemans next, boom, boom. I agree, Paul. That's what we all want. There will be, Michael James saying, there will be more even with Tielemans. I think we know what you mean. Josh Preston saying, does this mean the Tielemans deal is off if we've got Perez? They play similar positions. I think, John, they don't quite play the same positions. They're both exciting, they're both dynamic, they're both attacking, and they're both forward thinking. But Tielemans, for me, is that bit of glue that we haven't been having for the last maybe... I think he's the glue that we thought we got with Silva. I think when we signed Silva... we thought he was going to be the link man who was going to get the ball from the defensive midfielders, from the defenders, and make the through balls, the cutting passes, the dynamic balls, the clever thinking. I think Silva can do that. Perhaps hasn't been given long enough in the Premier League to get used to it. I've seen flashes of Silva doing it. I've seen flashes of rubbish from Silva. But Tielemans looked like he was He's a young lad, 21 something, switched on. He's got it. Tielemans has just got it. The ball goes to his feet. He's looking to thread it through and make the through ball. So Tielemans, for me, is your dynamic midfielder who puts the balls through for people. He'll take the odd shot from 20 yards, 25 yards when it's on, but he is that link man, the dynamic link man. Alongside with Maddison. Maddison and Tielemans are more similar player. I think Perez is a bit more forward thinking. That's my logic on Perez from what I've seen of him. Do you agree or not? Josh Preston is saying, I hope we sign Tielemans as well, just for the record. Yes, we all do. Great signing with Perez, says Jamie Orton. Jack Osborne says, do you think we need to purchase anyone else, assuming we get Tielemans over the line as well? I think if we get Tielemans, fantastic. I'd be tempted to say, keep Slimani and Nacho, and job's done. If we can keep hold of everybody else, if we get Tielemans, keep Harry, keep all the players. I'd keep Nacho, I'd keep Slimani. I think we're about there. What about you guys? We've got great covering keeper. We've got Schmeichel and Danny Ward. Still got defensively. We look strong defensively if we keep everybody. Midfield, we're doing well. We've got attacking midfielders, defensive midfielders. We've got Daniel Amati coming back. We've still got Matty James, Andy King. You know, we've got cover. Whether we've got quite enough cover in depth, but it's hard to sign cover in depth because it's hard to sign a player and go, well, you're going to sit on the bench, because not many players want to come and do that. Gray Richardson saying, have you been drinking, Phil? Keep Nacho, you're mad. Gray, there's something about Nacho. He clearly has got it. A lot of Man City fans highly rated him when they left. Man City obviously rated him because they put a buyback clause in for 50 million to have first dibs on him. Chris Gutteridge is saying maybe now we can let Gray go. It could be. Demarai Gray, you so want him. I think every Leicester fan wants Demarai Gray to make it. I'm not sure he's got the footballing brain to make it. Gazelle could go. Diabate, big rumours that Diabate is going to go to the Turkish side. Don't even ask me to pronounce the name because I can't. But Diabate, I think, is going to go. I think we've had a quick look back at him and it's a no. So I think Diabate is definitely going to go. Gazelle, don't know. Demarai Gray. Some of these players, you'd sort of say if they go, I don't know with Demarai Gray. I really want him to work for Leicester. So, I just hope. I'd like all the players to work for Leicester. I hope Slimani would come back and get stuck in. Same for Nacho. The football can turn really quickly. And Nacho could be on the bench. He could come on in the last 15 minutes at home against Wolves and he could score a winning goal. And all of a sudden, his confidence. I remember speaking to Youngie about confidence, and that's what it is. It's confidence. Nacho needs a goal at home and 30,000 Leicester fans to give him a cheer. Then he needs to do it again and again. He needs 2 or 3 goals quite quickly, especially at home, and get a lot of love from Leicester fans. And Nacho could come good for us. Chris Townsend says Gray's had his chances. Jamie's watching from the Fox's Arms. Hi Jamie, how are you today? We've signed Perez. What do you reckon, Jamie? Get your views in. Let us know what the big guy from the Fox's Arms in Alcudia thinks. Jordan saying he's had his chance, done nothing. Barnes has come in and done more than a job has in Gray in 3 years. Nacho has lost his confidence, says Kerry. I agree, Nacho has absolutely shot his confidence, Kerry. Kerry then says it would be good. Let's get back to Kerry's comment. It would be good to see him with a different mindset. Well, yes, Nacho with a different mindset and the fans with a different mindset. I think you've got to wipe the slate clean and say, right, Wolves game, if he's on the bench, if he comes on, score the winner. Same for Slimani. If they're there, get them. I hope they score. I hope they come good. Same for Demarai Gray. I hope he comes good. Ian Moore saying, where is Youngie these days? Is he back fit and well? Youngie's okay. He's obviously not on top form like he used to be. He's had tough times with his health, so we wish Youngie well. Obviously, from everybody at 100% LCFC. Mark Townsend, hi Waller, how are you out in Thailand? Mark says Tielemans was supposed to sign this week. What's happening? We hear that Tielemans, we think, is going to sign between now and next Monday. So we'll see on that. But Perez has signed £30 million. Jamie from the Foxes is saying Perez is an upgrade from Shinji. Not knocking Shinji there. I'm sure Jamie's not. Just, I think Perez probably has got more goals in him than Shinji has now. I mean, Shinji weighed in with some goals a couple of years ago and was incredible in that Premier League winning season. So, last couple of comments before we go. Kyle Palmer says, getting Vardy, Maddison, Tielemans, Albrighton and Perez on the same side is going to be a good headache for Rodgers. What a great headache, Kyle. What a great headache that is to have. Kerry's saying, yes, the fans could help by backing Nacho and giving him a chance. I think that's it. Listen, let's end with the fact that Leicester have signed Perez from Newcastle United, £30 million. We've signed James Justin this week. We've still got Harry Maguire. We've still got all the other lads. At the moment, this is looking like it's shaping up to be a great season. If you can like and share this video, that'd be great. Doing a live later to pick out the winners of the pink football shirt and the emergency glazing services glove. So we'll be live again about 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight, doing a draw and setting up the next competitions. Okay, so from me, Phil, keep it 100% LCFC. See you all soon. Cheers.